Good evening, everyone. I'll call this meeting to order. It is 6:30. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge of Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call. Councilman Piccirillo.
Jason Piccirillo, First Ward Councilman, present.
Colin O'Connell, First Ward Councilman, present.
Misty Fuller, Second Ward Council, present.
Maria Mazzara, Second Ward Council, present.
Michael Hockenberry, Councilman at Large, present.
Dominic Sigalese, Mayor present.
Jeffrey Rose, Third Ward Council, present.
Gerald Doney, Third Ward Councilman, present.
Jacqueline Dennison, Fourth Ward Council, present.
Stan Sable, Fourth Ward Councilman, present.
Frank, Corporation Council, present.
Okay, we have no public hearings tonight. We have no presentations tonight. Public comment, 5-minute limit per person, and we have 3 signed up this evening. I will call Ed Litchwick to the podium, please, sir.
Good evening. I'm here in reference to this article about the railroad exhibit. I'd like to see it stay someplace in Port Jervis. I don't know if we have, anybody's looked into it. I don't know how far.
Is your
along-
mic on, Ed? I'm sorry. Can you just tap it?
Is it on? I don't
Just so
know.
they can hear you.
May not be on. Yes.
Okay. We just want to make sure that the TV station can hear you. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir.
Go ahead,
We won't deduct your time.
Anyhow, in reference to this article, this company OYX, who are they? What are they having to do with the things that belong to the people of Port Jervis? You know, I like to see it stay in the railroad car, maybe behind the present railroad station, maybe in the empty Hockenberry building, something that is part of Port Jervis. Okay? That's my one thing. I have one other thing, and then someone told me to adjust Jason about it. The double poles in town.
And I can speak on that. Why don't, if you want, call my office and it's a long explanation.
Long explanation?
We're working with Frontier and Orange and Rockland.
Okay, no problem.
If you want to stay at the end of the meeting, I'll address it at the end of the meeting if you'd
Thank
like.
you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's it.
Okay, Gerald Hardin.
Well, I'm not a very good speaker. This is my first time doing this. I lived in this town for 47 years. This is the first time ever coming here. That's how pissed off I am. You guys are selling our fucking history off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. I got freedom of speech. I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't care. I'm gonna say.
to hear you talk.
I'm gonna say what I have to say.
Please do it without using.
I have freedom of speech. You want a lawsuit? Go ahead and shut me up.
Respectfully,
But-
please.
Respectfully, stop screwing over our town and the taxpayers. Like, we're gonna be on the hook for millions and millions of dollars for this cleanup project, because the grant you guys are looking into is only gonna cover a small portion of this. That's it. I've looked into this. You're tearing down the last piece of our railroad history in this town. For what? So you can line your pockets? Like, for real. I'm sick of it. I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm shaking. I'm so pissed off about this shit. Like, you guys are screwing us over like never before. I'm fed up with it. You guys get involved in these big projects, and look at this monstrosity over here that's been in the works for how many years now? Like, that's part of your all plan. You all approved all that, and we're hand in hand with them, giving them grant, giving Martin the grants and all that. You know, so like, when's enough gonna be enough in this fucking town? For real. I'm sick of it. Save that damn turntable. These guys are nonprofit. They even offered to buy it. Hey, what's wrong with you guys? Y'all be ashamed of yourselves. That's all I got.
Thank you. Neil Finch.
Let's go for blow the fuck up.
I got the next one.
I don't care about the swearing because I got freedom of speech.
My name is Neil Finch. I am the chairman and vice president of ToyX, so I'm going to speak on our behalf. We are a group of volunteer historians, preservationists that are deeply committed to the history of the railroad, deeply committed to that site since we have gotten here in 2021. we have no desire to see anything leave town, leave Port Jervis. But since we arrived here in 2021, it has been a series of sideways deals, the city hiding behind the outdoor club, and one story being told to one organization and another being told to another. The frustration that this gentleman just showed is the same that we have experienced since our arrival here. Prior to me being part of the Toy X organization, I was the president of the Dining Car Society. We incurred a significant expense to move our collection here to be part of the museum that was being planned for the site. The amount of frustration I feel equals in measure what this gentleman just showed. We have put countless hours, countless thousands of hours in at the site, have lived up to our end of our agreement for use of the site, to be told, hey, you're out. We don't want to go. We don't want to take the museum car. We want to preserve that history. We are dedicated to that. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, sir. Okay, before we go into executive session, I'm just gonna give a couple brief statements. Number one, the city does not have an agreement with you, and we've stated that. The city, your agreement is between yourself, Toy X, and the outdoor club.
Acting as
You know that.
acting
You know
as
that. It's my turn for the vote. Second of all, the historic turntable is not being demolished. It's not. The land is not being sold, and there is no development going on that land. There is not. Has the city filed for a BOA? It has. But truthfully, the BOA is half of the town, including Skyline Drive, which is public knowledge. We sat here and we voted on that this year. So it's not limited, or it's not to that specific site. It's for half the city. Lastly, I'm just gonna wrap up with this. Ed, I share your concern. My number one priority, and this has been a very busy weekend for our city, very busy. We had 2 tree lightings, Pearl Harbor ceremony, fire department events. Out of every local citizen's concern, taxpayer and resident of this city, the number one chief concern was those artifacts stay in the city. That's their concern. They don't want to see those artifacts leave the city. Since the Erie Railroad got here in 1937, up until now, and various other railroads that have made their way through here, the Bettini family, Bill Schill, Bill Carlisle, all of those, Stanley yourself, that have donated so much, well, those artifacts are staying here, and they need to stay here. This is their home, and this is where their heritage and their history is. Outside of that, there's nothing much more I can say. And there's nothing much more that the public can hear on this, other than the site is not being demolished. It's not. The site's not being sold. This is my platform to say it, and for the residents and the taxpayers of the city of Port Jervis, you just have to see for yourself. With that, I'm going to entertain a motion to enter into executive session. We have one item tonight. It's contractual 105.1F. This is for tax lien sale properties.
So motion.
Councilman at Large Hockenberry, second by Colin O'Connell. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay. I'd also like to invite our city clerk treasurer, Stacy Hoskin, into the meeting.
That's gonna remain on the secretary.
It sounds totally different. Yes, that someone was here. I mean, if you read it online,
Yeah,
it sounds the opposite of
got
it.
it from them.
Yeah.
ownership of city artifacts.
Part of the problem
Is this cable going in there, not hooked up?
Directly into the switch.
Does everyone wanna hear this here? Are we allowed to speak?
Yeah, we can speak all we want.
So if anyone else wants to hear this conversation,
Let's talk.
that's right, let's talk.
We'll tell you. The agreement in question with the Outdoor Club was acting as representatives of the city of Port Jervis. That is their agreement to manage the site, that anything they say or do carries the full weight and authority of the city of Port Jervis. The city is hiding behind that. Our agreement was until 2031, automatically renewed. We were told that it would end July 26th. That is why, when the Toys for Tots train left 2 weeks ago, that train won't be coming back. We are working very hard to keep the artifacts local and close to Port Jervis, keep that museum close to Port Jervis. The museum became part of Toy X because it was on the verge of being bankrupt. I was a board member of the organization of Tri-States. It was on the verge of becoming bankrupt, and the board voted to merge into Toy X, which included the Dining Car Society and Operation Toy Train. We have never once been able to get a straight answer on the site. We have had the city apply for a DRI grant by an organization that none of us had heard of, the Port Jervis Heritage Center, claiming to own our equipment. This is very concerning. This is very frustrating for us, as we are all volunteers, and we spend many, many hours working on this equipment to preserve it. We had no need collecting toys for Tots or running a dining car to get equipment that was historically accurate to Port Jervis, but we chose to, because we wanted to make something work there.
So all the artifacts and everything they said that has been donated that they want to keep here in Port Jervis, is that the property of the city or it's the property of Toy X
It is
now?
it is the property of Tri-States, which is a component of Toy X now. It still remains a nonprofit organization. It is being run as a separate committee of the overall organization.
When you say Tri-States, do you mean the Tri-States Railway Preservation Society?
Correct.
Okay.
I have
So
a
if you leave because your lease is up or whatever, will we get our artifacts back that belong to Port Jervis to begin with?
The ones that are owned by the city of Port Jervis will be returned to the city of Port Jervis. We have documented what is so far what is property of the museum of the Tri-States Railway Preservation Society. We have identified a group of artifacts that belong to either residents or the city. Those will be returned.
It's all the artifacts that were at the youth center originally, because they came out of store. I moved them myself from Franklin Street to the youth center. All that stuff belongs to the city.
If it's been cataloged as donated to Tri-States, then we would have to have some level of provenance that was city property to show that it was city property and not a donation. Because we have it cataloged as donations, many things have tags on them saying that they were donated and by who they were donated by.
Donated to who?
To Tri-States.
And you're claiming that stuff still belongs to you now?
That remains with the Tri-States Museum car right now.
And you would take that with you?
We would either move it with the boxcar. Right now, we're working on a site in Campbell Hall with the Caboose Museum there to move the entire boxcar right there, keep it in Orange County.
But that has the ones that belong to Tri-States
That would
we
be,
need as storage. So you are gonna take our artifacts.
if they were donated to Tri-States, they belong to Tri-States, they don't belong to the city. We would rather keep them here. That's not our intent to leave with them.
You're robbing the people in Port
They belong
Jervis.
to Port Jervis, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's robbing.
Fight for us to stay here, sir.
Yeah.
Fight for us to stay here.
We want to stay.
You need to fight for us to stay here then. They don't
We
kick
don't
us
want
out.
to leave. They're
I know.
booting us
Whether
out.
you
forcing
stay or
us out.
go, they belong to us.
They've
Yeah,
been
it's
donated,
just
that's the problem.
whatever- I don't care
All
what
the
you
stuff
call
is
yourself.
donated. The civic people-
Persons that
It's
take that
donated
stuff
to
still
stay
belongs
here.
to the person that donated,
No,
not
it was
some
donated
company
to
that
Tri-State,
just takes
that's the
over because they
problem.
wanna take
Tri-State
over it.
Railway
We're not a
Preservation
company.
Society.
And they're
We're
out.
a non-profit
They take
organization that's
everything.
Okay,
preserving
why
all
would
of
you
this
take
stuff.
possession of people's, artifacts? Why would you do that?
Were they donated to the museum or is it?
No, they were loaned.
How-
A lot of them were loaned.
Yeah,
Okay?
loaned.
Mine was loaned. So I
Yeah,
don't-
but
it
logged?
That's right.
Yeah, where's the law? Who's gonna know what went to where?
And that is
I mean,
what.
I was a Cub Scout leader for 25 years. There's so many things that Mrs. Roner donated that I'm sure are not gonna be itemized or taken in consideration, because she didn't do that. She
Mine were
just
there on
donated
display.
free of her heart. A lot of people did it free of their heart. And you take that away from us, that's ridiculous. That's, yeah, isn't
They
it?
fight for us to stay here.
Yeah, we
Yes,
want to
That's
stay.
blackmail.
We want to
That's
stay here.
blackmail.
It's not black.
That's
We're
not
saying
like, we
whether-
want
we
your
don't
equipment
support
here.
you.
We want our
We
equipment
don't
here.
Then
support
just
you,
have them
you're
move it
gonna take
behind
our things.
the
That's what they're
station
saying.
back there. Take the car.
We're not welcome
Have
here,
them take a
so.
crane and put it behind the station. There's ample room behind that station. It's been vacant for years. The old station where the railroad used to meet before. Put the car there.
Don't say that to us, say that to them.
But are you telling them anything like that? No, you're saying I want to take my stuff. That's what I heard. Same thing this article says.
For 4 years, sir, we have worked to try to work with the city. I sat in this room with Bill Carlisle. Excuse me, I'm still a little dry here. Mr. Siegel, Mike Ward, and one of our other directors during the DRI grant proposal. And it was agreed that all three groups would work together. 7 days later, the Port Jervis Heritage Center was created by Mike Ward with no one else's knowledge, completed the DRI application saying that they had ownership of all the equipment when they did not. We have tried. Our organization has come to the city, has come to the outdoor club over and over again that we are working on this. This is what we want. We have run multiple successful events out there. And what is not getting back into the city is that this is what we're doing. We're trying to preserve your history. That was our entire goal there.
Yeah, so the items that have been loaned will be returned.
Items that have been loaned.
The items that belong to the city will be returned.
No, because it was the Railway Preservation Society, and
It's
you're saying that you
It
If
is-
it's
merged
on
with
loan,
them.
it's returned.
It
It
is
doesn't
still-
belong to them, right?
anything that is loaned will be returned. We are reviewing all the documentation and cataloging that came with the organization. I was a director. We are going through all of this.
Yeah, so there's three scenarios. You have a whole collection.
Correct.
Whatever is loaned will be returned to the rightful owner. Whatever belongs to the city will go back. And then you take everything else that has been donated,
It's very
donated to
fine line
you.
between all those three things. All the stuff I took out of storage from Franklin Street, I don't know if that was donated or whatever, but that all went to the youth center, and then it all went to you. So I'm assuming you're gonna say that you now own all that from the youth center.
There's no way of telling until they go through
Until we review
It's hard
everything.
to support you
Sir.
without you like being a gentleman and
Just to
saying, no,
break the
we'll
whole thing
give
up
you
here,
your
why
stuff
don't your
back.
company just walk away, leave everything in Port Jervis and let Port Jervis handle it? Just say goodbye and get the hell out of here. Because I'll tell you what, you want our stuff.
It's hard to support
That's
you.
I'm
really
not
It's hard
true.
to support you
Don't
with
lie,
what you're
don't
telling
stick,
us.
lie to my face. This article tells me exactly what you want. It does. It
hard
tells
to-
me exactly what you want.
It's really hard to
Walk
support you.
away, just get out of town. Sorry, here, Mr. Mayor, I'm gonna sign off on everything.
appreciate
The people
your
of Port
support.
Jervis, I'm donating it to them.
Yeah, we'll
You're a
take your
non-profit,
art.
why would you want to profit off of poor people?
Yeah, how are we-
Like
how
I
are
I'm
we-
not
said,
trying to
How are we
profit off of
profiting,
you.
sir?
you're taking our
taking
stuff
our
out of there.
artifacts.
That is not our intention.
Then leave it here. Let the city of Port
You're
Jervis
telling
decide
me
where
you're
it
gonna
goes.
take it. You're
It's
saying
up to
you're
them,
gonna
it'll probably
take
end
it.
up
Leave
in
it
the
on the
parking lot.
curb and you guys can take it over.
Okay, we'll do that. We can do that.
Because that's
Put it back in
fine.
storage.
That's fine, leave everything in place.
I moved it
Why don't you
myself.
move anything? You
Try to-
should not touch a dime.
We are
We'll move it
preserving
right
it.
back to
so-
storage.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We
Don't
preserve
touch a
before.
dime, don't touch a
What
thing.
is the city gonna do with that?
It's like-
You see what they're doing with the turntable? They'll do the same thing to your stuff.
We are preserving it. We are a
No.
preservation society, okay?
Yeah.
We've given
sorry, I
stuff
don't
there
believe you.
too, okay?
You what?
We've given stuff there too.
We've given thousands upon thousands of hours to maintain the site, to build the museum, to get the equipment here, spend our own money in town, supporting this, promoting what was going on at the site.
You're a
I
nonprofit,
didn't
so
see
you
nobody
just
on
lay it off and go
I don't see
bye-bye.
anybody working that car now.
Lay it off.
We're not
That's
a
fine.
huge corporation, sir. This is out of his pocket, out of
Okay,
his
lay
pocket,
it off
out of
and go
my
bye-bye.
pocket.
Take it off your income tax next year, or 2 years,
No,
file it
that's
for
not
5
the
years
way
off your
you-
taxes. I don't care what
you
you
don't know
do
what
with
you're
it. Well,
talking about.
leave everything that was here. Period. That's it.
We appreciate you saying that to all these
No,
people here.
You
They are the ones
you
pushing
are
us
a
out.
nonprofit. Why would you?
They
take
are
something
pushing
that
us
doesn't
because
belong
they are
to you?
pushing us out.
Throwing us out of town.
So go. Leave.
Okay.
Cross your hands and
Take
go.
our
property.
I would love to.
If I had
support you.
100
That's
other
a-
residents here, they would tell you the same damn thing.
You
You read this article, tell you want stuff.
You
to
didn't
be
work on
moved
the
to
car.
some
I
other
seen you
part.
working on
You
that
want.
car.
Not the people of Port Jervis. You guys do. The company, you're
We'll see about
nonprofit,
that. We'll see
which is
about that.
wrong.
You'll have half the town on that car before you try to pull it out of here.
Tell them that.
No, we'll tell the police there. We don't care. The town of Port Jervis. You're going to
The
protect
town
it.
of Port Jervis does not own the car.
And listen, you didn't. I didn't see
I
your
thought
ass
Michael
working down in
Ward
that thing.
brought that car here, all that work,
And Mike, how many cars did
Electric.
Michael Ward buy?
the
Okay.
ramp.
You didn't pay no money in your pocket.
How many? Well, answer your
Mike
question. How many
Ward,
cars did
Mike
Michael
Ward,
Ward
Mike
buy?
Ward.
He arranged all them cars to come here.
Oh, he did.
You guys didn't do nothing. Come on.
So you are
But take
mistaken.
advantage of the
You
situation,
have a-
that's all.
you have
You are
another-
Dining
you are-
car,
you are
dining
mistaken.
car. All you guys would care about making money on Port Jervis and pay nothing.
Nobody's made a
I feel the
penny.
same way.
Yeah,
If
the
you
dining
have an
car
itemized thing that you
was
paid
worthless.
something, sure, then get it from the people.
Because you got chased out of home.
Get a referendum out here and we'll pay your company off.
Don't tell
Get
me
it
back.
provided.
You got chased out of
Get
it.
your facts straight.
You got chased. Go back there. They don't want you back there.
We weren't in Honesdale, sir. We were in Scranton
Yeah.
and being moved around.
Who's the dining car in Honesdale? Who's your dining?
Rudy made a comment on Facebook that somebody said, why'd you move out of Honesdale? And he says, because we can store our train here for free.
Free.
Those were his exact words. I couldn't believe what I read years ago. We could store our dining car here for free.
I was president of the
Yeah,
Dining
yeah.
Car Society when it moved here
Yeah.
as a separate organization.
And it got
Just
stored
suck
here
the-
for
Suck the
free.
life out of another town, probably. That's what you're trying to do.
You've had free rent here, how many years?
That's right.
How many years?
We've maintained the site.
Did
We
anybody
maintain this
and
site.
do you
You
people
couldn't
go down
imagine
and
like
do
that.
anything like
Oh,
cut the
but-
grass?
Yeah.
I spent hours
You're
digging
gonna say-
crap
you're
out
gonna
of
say-
the
you're gonna say
turntable
Mike Ward
pit.
did that?
I
I
seen
get
volunteers
paid.
painting and doing all the stuff they had to do.
That was
Trying to
us.
help you.
No, it was friends of ours.
You're a volunteer. I volunteered for Scouts for 25 years. Did I get paid for being a scout?
No.
Hell no.
I'm just saying.
I was a first fireman for 40 years.
I never once
I'm
saw
proud
you
of
do
it.
that.
I've been a
Who
fireman
cares
for
so
40
much
years.
about
Oh my
my
God,
son?
every weekend we went there.
Every
See
weekend.
Bill
Do anything.
Hill.
No,
That's
that's
what is the
Bill
point. We're
Carlisle
trying to
all the
preserve the
time.
whole
It went in
site.
a
You from
grand
Port
opening.
Jervis?
No.
The first
Then
choice
why
was
would you even
Thompson
do
with
it?
Mrs.
Because
Carlisle.
I
You're a
care.
prophet.
I mean,
No,
you
I
know
were
there's a
there.
prophet.
There's
Really?
no profit. That's ridiculous.
There is
I've spent
absolutely no
hundreds of
profit.
hours on my own time. I don't.
Okay, then
Want
leave.
money?
Then
I
walk
don't-
away. Like I said, just bye-bye.
That's not the
Wave
point.
your hands and walk away.
It's a
All of
hobby
you.
that didn't work
The
out.
city of
Do you
Port
know
Jervis
what we
people
do?
take care of the car and
You know what
everything
we
else.
actually
Oh, yeah.
do? We
Let-
collect
let Gordon
toys
do that.
and give them to kids for Christmas.
So
What does
why?
that have to do with the museum?
That's right.
Like, that's
This
what
is
you
a
do.
place to support our equipment and keep it while we go out and do a
The
charitable
equipment is
mission.
actually historically significant and accurate for the site. Our cabooses operated here. The passenger equipment is what would have, operated here. That's why the diner came here, was because it was one of the two Lackawanna diners that operated on the Phoebe Snow.
Yeah.
And we saw an opportunity
They
to
made
have
good
that
money.
in a place where it would be appreciated on the railroad that it actually worked on.
We went to that stupid dining thing. It was worthless. Come on.
Look, whatever happened between you and the city, we don't really know. We just want our things back, that's all. We just want our artifacts back, whatever they're gonna do. Whatever
I think
they're gonna do.
everyone-
They wanna build condos,
No,
we
they're not
just
gonna
want,
do that.
we just want our
Probably.
things back, we don't want the roundhouse
You haven't done
touched.
anything for 30 years.
We just want our
Since it was
artifacts
purchased.
back, that's what we want.
I think a lot of people's anger here is kind of misdirected. I mean, they have an organization. I don't wanna see you guys go. I don't wanna see the artifacts go. But I totally understand. I mean, you guys are an organization. You have this museum. And you know, I know that you can't speak to it right now, but you say you have a catalog and that what has been loaned will be returned, what belongs to the city will be returned.
You're right.
But everything else, I mean, if you accepted donations, this is your organization. If you have to go, then your donations and the car that you own goes with you, and that's the unfortunate
We
thing
wanna
here.
stay here.
We would all like afford to stay, but that's not the case. You can't just expect them to give you everything and walk away. That's not fair. They have to take, this is their organization, they have to take their stuff and they have to go. So, if you wanted to stay here, you gotta fight for it. Because that's
That's what we've been trying to do for 4 years.
that's the reality of this.
You did.
Now you can watch it, we should have stayed
No, we
here.
did
Go-
watch it.
Go record it.
We did too.
Okay, what time you got?
Loud.
6:55. That up. All right, 6:55, I'll entertain a motion to enter back into regular session. So moved. Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman O'Connell. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Regular business, Code Committee, Councilman Vigorella.
Okay, code committee has not met since the last meeting, so I have no business to discuss. Next meeting will be January 7th of 2026 here in council chambers at 6:30 p.m. And that is it for code.
Police Committee.
Okay, police committee has not met since our last council meeting. The only thing I will ask, I'd like to make a motion to officially allow the Santa tour for Saturday, December 20th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Where Santa will be escorted by the police, the fire, and the outdoor club to the firehouses in town, and then stop at the promenade downtown to see all the kids in town. And I'll make that a motion.
I'll second that.
Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
The next police committee meeting will be January 15th of 2026. I'd like to take a minute and just thank everybody for all the events that we've had the last couple of weeks. I'd especially like to thank the organizations, the civic people, the citizens of Port Jervis, the local people who donate so much, the programs who have helped with the angels on the trees, and give back to the children here in Port Jervis. I think that's fantastic, and it's wonderful to see. And I love it when local people give back to the local kids. And with that, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season.
All right, thank you, sir. Planning, Zoning, and Recreation, Councilman O'Connell.
Thank you, Mayor. Planning did not meet last month. Zoning did not meet this month. I will announce the next meeting at the next council meeting. Planning has not met since our last meeting. The next meeting will be December 16th at 7 p.m. in the council chamber. A recreation update. The youth center is having an ugly sweater party on Thursday, December 18th for students in grades 6, 7, 8. The party will be held between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Cost is $2 per student. Bring your ugliest holiday sweater and sweatshirt. Please contact the recreation office at 845-858-4045 for a winter break schedule December 22nd through January 2nd. The Port Polar Plunge will be held on Saturday, January 10th at 9 a.m. at West End Beach. Registration is now open. Visit runsignup.com and search Port Polar Plunge to register. Mark your calendars for January 10th. The next Recreation Commission meeting is scheduled for this Wednesday, January 14th at 6:15 in the Youth Center. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Finance, Councilwoman Fuller, sorry about that.
Thank you, Mayor. We have bills to be paid from the general fund, $567,098.37. From the water fund, $62,828.36. From the sewer fund, $1,866.91. From the capital fund, $18,037.39. And from trust and agency, $94,825.40. And IDA, $4,012.02, for a grand total of $748,668.45. Some larger items to note from the general water and sewer funds: Orange County Sanitary Landfill for $23,709.44. Orange and Rockland Solar Accounts for $30,583.50. Medicare reimbursements to retirees, $53,169. And MHE Engineering for $21,764.90. From the capital fund, we also had MHE Engineering for $17,595.09, and Hudson Valley Press for $223.95. I would like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Second. Second by Councilman Laura Hockenberry. Any discussion on the bills? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Finance has not met since our last meeting, and our next meeting will be scheduled for January 21st at 6 p.m. 2026. Thank you, Mayor. That's all I have.
Thank you. Tourism, Councilman Mazzara.
Thank you, Mayor. Due to a lack of agenda items, the tourism board did not meet this month. The board is holding a People's Choice Holiday Lighting Contest. You can submit your email address, phone number, and decoration title theme to FloraLauraPJ@yahoo.com. The entry deadline is December 16th at 12 p.m. Photos will be taken on Tuesday, December 16th, starting at 6 p.m. So be sure to have your lights on. On that evening, the tourism board will post 3 photos of your home decorations on the Port Jervis Tourism Facebook page. Voting will last for 1 week, ending December 22nd at 9 p.m. People can vote up to 3 times for their favorites. Every thumbs up and heart will be counted. Results will be posted on December 23rd. The next tourism meeting will be held on Wednesday, January 14th of 2026, next year, at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Fire and Emergency Management, Councilman Rhodes.
Thank you, Mayor. From the fire department, nomination for active membership for William A. Dickerson into Tri-State Hose Company number 6. I'd make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is nomination for active membership for Anthony Ellis into Tri-State Hose Company number 6. I'd make that a motion.
Second that as well.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is interdepartment transfer for Victor Mascari Jr. from Delaware Engine Company number 2 to Neversink Engine Company. I'd make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is an interdepartment transfer for Brendan J. Hess from Delaware Engine Company number 2 to Tri-State Hose Company number 6. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is Excelsior Engine Company number 5, host a Christmas party on December 20th, 2025. I make that a motion.
Second. Second by Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry. Beat it, Vic. Any discussion on
my
these?
fault.
That's not on me, that's on you.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries. And Stanley wisely got out of the way of that.
Not like this.
Also, another event for the Special Operations Team for the Polar Plunge on January 10th, 26th, at 9 a.m. Hang on, I'm not done yet. And the hazardous weather would be on January 17th of 2026. Now make that a motion, Stan.
Second. Hazardous weather, that's snow and ice?
Yes.
What is that?
I've been on the cold river.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Next is for the elections of the fire department. Since they were running unopposed, the fire department secretary cast 1 ballot for Anthony W. Fuller for Fire Chief, Jeffrey D. Lewis for First Assistant Chief, Christopher D. Southern, Second Assistant Chief, William R. Warner for Department Secretary, and Robert Walagrowski for Department Treasurer. And normally there would have been an election on 12/18. So this is basically going to be certifying, instead of having an election, that we approve, and I make this a motion that we approve this to certify these as the new officers for 2026 and 2027.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
The next is a resolution of the City Council of Port Jervis authorizing the submission of New York State Volunteer Fire Capacity Grant application. Whereas the City of Port Jervis Fire Department is in need of a skid steer unit to assist with wildland calls, and whereas a skid unit is estimated cost of $9,000, and whereas the 2025 New York State Volunteer Capacity Grant open for applications until December 22nd of 2025 will provide up to $3,500 to obtain resources necessary to improve the capability of the fire department to function at the adequate level of protection. Whereas the Port Jervis Fire Department will provide a matching funds estimating $3,500 to $5,500 from its 26 budget for the purchase. Whereas it is the opinion of the Common Council that applying for this instant grant is overall best interest of the health, safety, and welfare of the residents of the City of Port Jervis. It is hereby resolved that the City Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby approve the submission of the New York State Volunteer Fire Capacity Grant application no later than December 22nd for up to $3,500 for the purchase of a skid steer unit for the Port Jervis Fire Department. And as it's further resolved that it should be, the grant application be approved, the balance of $9,000 purchase price for the skid steer unit of $9,000 and up to $5,500 will be provided for the Port Jervis Fire Department out of the 26 budget. It is further resolved that the mayor or his designee is authorized to execute any and all documents in connection with the application, the subsequent purchase of, and any other documents necessary to execute the intent of this resolution. I make that a motion.
Second by Councilwoman Fuller. Any discussion on the volunteer fire capacity grant? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next fire emergency management will be in January. I'll put that date out in January when we have our council meeting, just to verify, to make sure that once we see the new calendar, since the third Monday of the month is a holiday, so it'll be on a different date, so. And that's all I have, Mayor, thank you.
Okay. IDA 88, Councilman Olney.
Thank you, Mayor. The IDA has not met since our last meeting. The December meeting has been canceled and will meet in January after the council's first meeting.
Okay.
I'm assuming it'll be on the same night as finance at 7, but that's to be determined. That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. CDA, Councilwoman Dennison.
Thank you, Mayor. The Port Jervis CDA last met on November 18th, 2025 in the Mayor's Conference Room at City Hall. The CDA will next meet on Wednesday, December 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the second floor at the Rec Center. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Housing Veterans PJ TV 23, Councilman Siegel.
Thank you, Mayor. You're gonna like this. I have one announcement.
We'll see.
That's setting the precedent. Actually, two. Port Jervis Housing.
That lasted 5 seconds.
The Port Jervis Housing Authority will have no meeting in the month of December. Rumshock update. The first home for Rumshock Veterans Village will be delivered by the National Guard on Thursday, December the 18th. They will be leaving Boces and Goshen at 8:45 a.m. for delivery here at 297, 298 East Main Street. Everyone is invited to line the route or to stop by the site, as the long anticipated delivery
will begin our journey to providing veterans without homes a safe place to reside. Again, that's Thursday, December 18th. They're gonna leave at 8:45, probably be here around 10 o'clock or so, and we invite people to come and line the route and hope to see you there. The 2 inspirational quotes of the day: you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And that's anonymous, I don't know who wrote that. And from one of my favorite philosophers, Walt Disney, it's not what's under the Christmas tree that matters, it's who is around it. And I want to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah next week, and everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you next year. Thank you.
All right. DPW, Councilman at Large Hockenberry.
Thank you, Mayor. A little trouble with the garbage this time of year, so just pay attention, please. Garbage recycling for the weeks of December 8th and 15th will be on its normal schedule. For the weeks of December 22nd and the week of December 26th. I'm sorry, the following week.
29th.
The week of the 29th, let's see. The first, second, and third wards will be under normal schedule. The fourth ward, garbage, recycling, and cardboard will be picked up on Friday, December 26th. For the week of the 29th, first, second, third ward again be under normal schedule due to the holiday. Garbage for the fourth ward will be picked up on Friday, January 2nd. Cardboard for the first ward will be picked up on January 2nd as well. If you need to get that information, you can contact the DPW office. But the 2025 garbage schedule is available on the city website, www.portriversny.gov, or by emailing the DPW office at dpwclerk@portriversny.gov. 2026 garbage schedule will be posted next week on the city's website. Instructions on how to receive the NIXL notifications were sent out with your last water billing. Please sign up for the NIXL notifications. I know a lot of people complaining about the off-street parking, on-street parking, when they can, when they can't. It's simple. It's posted on there. You'll get a notification. You don't have to go on Facebook to figure it out and find out what's going on. As we all know, most of the stuff on Facebook isn't true anyway. So just go on the website, find out the information, get the NIXL notifications, and stop sending all these messages to people that information is available to you. Please use it. Starting early December, residents will be receiving lead inventory letters. If you have already complied with the letter, you may disregard. If you have not, please follow instructions on how to complete the lead service, the survey for the lead service inventory. If you do have a lead service that hasn't been replaced, we have received a grant. We'll be replacing those, but they have to be inventory. So please notify us so we can come out and do that. Department of Public Works would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Our next meeting will be January the 5th, which is a Monday. Let me just double check that. You're right. Yep, Monday, January 5th, 6 o'clock in the council chambers. At this time, I'd like to thank everyone who, from the DPW, for all the time they spent putting up all the Christmas decorations. I know they put a lot up last year. We acquired some more in the spring on a big sale. So in addition, we have some wolves in Bannock Circle. We have deer up on East Main Street across from the hospital. We have a polar bear in the promenade. We also have a large chair, which is what I consider a photo op. It's decorated. If you leave the Erie or if you're downtown eating, walking through, please stop, see the Christmas tree. DPW put that up. We lit that yesterday after the Christmas parade. And the chair is there. Please take a photo, post it on the city's website, whatever. We're considering having a little competition to see who gets the most likes, maybe get certificates. So yeah, there's little things to do around town. Please stop and see them. And again, thank you to our DPW, all the hard work they put in. And we task them with, I know every time I call them, they're right there to help out. So thank you to them, and thank you to the Tri-State Chamber of Commerce for yesterday's Christmas parade. It went off well. I'd like to see a better turnout next year. We need more participation in the parade, and we need more spectators. I know it's cold. It's December. We're in the Northeast. It's going to be cold. Put on some warm clothes. Come out and enjoy it, please. And that is all I have, Mayor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Under Mayor's correspondence, I have one item. It's a resolution of the City Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the mayor to execute a program management services grant with the Port Jervis Community Development Agency with respect to the city's water quality improvement program, WQIP grant. Whereas in 2019, the City of Port Jervis executed a $1,882,500 grant contract with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, DEC, for land acquisition by the city to expand and protect the city's watershed located within the town of Deer Park. Whereas the conjunction with this grant and administrative services agreement with the City of Port Jervis Community Development Agency is necessary in order for the said agency to perform program management services regarding this project. Now for hereby resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby authorizes the mayor or his designee to execute the annexed agreement between the city, PJCDA, with respect to the program management associated with the WQIP grant number DEC 01-C00863 GG-3350000. And is further hereby resolved that the mayor and or his designee is authorized to execute any and all documents necessary to the intent of this resolution.
So
Entertain a motion, Councilman Vicarello, second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Quickly with that, it looks like we are heading towards, safe to say, December 15th closing, or we got our fingers closed or crossed with the Latini property that is off of North Orange. This is a long time coming for this. We've talked about this kind of at length here all year long, and finally it looks like the DEC, the Orange County Land Trust, everybody's kind of lined up for us to hopefully get a green light for December 15th. So fingers crossed, so we can get that land into the city.
Yeah, we're waiting back word from the DEC that they're going to extend the contract, which runs out on December 1. And just to confirm that the funding will still be available, we're gonna lay it out and get it back from DEC.
Okay, thank you all. All right, I'd like to make a motion to suspend our council meeting on December 22nd, 2025, and allow our bills to be paid until our next council meeting, which will be held on January 12th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. in East Council Chambers. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Councilor Hockenberry, second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Just gonna step back real quick. Where's my notes? There we go. Gonna entertain a motion. We gotta go back to the approval of minutes when we came out of executive session. Gonna entertain a motion to approve the minutes of November 10th, 2025, Common Council meeting minutes.
Motion.
Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? One abstention? Okay, motion approved. Okay, you're gonna need entertain a motion for November 24th, 2025, Common Council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion on those minutes? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Lastly, I'd like to wish everybody a happy and healthy holidays. As we get closer, as the month goes by, it seems like a very fast. It's been a very good past couple of weeks here in the city with all the lights going up, with all the festivities going on, with the tree lightings, with the Christmas parties. Please be safe and watch out for each other, Port Jervis. With that, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second. Second by Councilman Siegel. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. See everybody in 2026.
Oh, we're gonna do that earlier.